See, we are going to discuss the application of Bernoulli's principle, which is the last part of the topic. Students, tomorrow I'll begin with current electricity, section B, third topic. We'll begin with that. We'll try to wrap up this. Students, concentrate what is the application of Bernoulli principle. Very interesting actually. How the aeroplane floats and all that, how does it takes off and how does it flies without any gravitational, with neutralizing the gravitational pull and all that. See here, first of all, application of Bernoulli's is to calculate the speed of efflux. Now, what is efflux? There was a scientist who was called as Torricelli. Torricelli defined efflux as a fluid which flows out. जे fluid बाहेरच्या बाजूला outward direction ला flow होतं, that fluid is called as efflux. So, what is first application of Bernoulli here? To calculate the speed of efflux. So, as per Torricelli, efflux is a fluid which flows in the outwards, in the outer direction. Point number 1. Point number 2 here, consider an open container. उघडी टँक आहे, वरून न झाकलेली. Consider an open container containing a fluid of density rho. Let A1 be the area of cross section of the open container to which the fluid is filled in the open tank to a height h. ठीक है? This is a small little hole provided at the bottom of the tank. ज्याला आपण orifice असं भाषा वापरतो. It's an Italian language. Orifice म्हणतात. So what is an orifice? Orifice is a small little hole provided at the bottom of the tank. That's it. Look here. What is efflux? A liquid or a fluid which outflows. This is an open tank filled with a fluid of density rho to a height h. Let A1 be the area of cross section of the open tank. This is orifice here. Orifice means what? A small little hole. तुमची टँक असं ना, खाली कसं पाणी फ्लो व्हायला एक पाईप कसा लावता, त्याला ओरिफाइस म्हणतात. So this is a small little orifice here provided at the bottom of the tank. Okay, this is how the fluid is flowing. We'll apply the Bernoulli's principle here. What is Bernoulli's principle? P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH is equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus हे rho G H1 आणि हे rho G H2. हा तुमचा Bernoulli principle. The tank is open. Since the tank is open, students, both the fluid is exposed to air, hence it is acted upon by atmospheric pressure, and that is denoted by P0. Why P0? Because the tank is open and acted upon by atmospheric pressure. Plus half rho V1 square. What is V1? It is the velocity of the fluid inside the tank. And what about V2? It is the velocity with which the speed with which the fluid comes out of the orifice. He V2. Speed with which the fluid comes out of the orifice. घेऊया आता. Students, H फक्त ह्याला concerned आहे because in the tank the fluid is filled to a height h. Here it's not necessary to take H2. Reason? Because orifice is at the bottom of the tank. घ्या आता. So what do we get here? Therefore P0 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH is equal to P0 plus half rho V2 square. P0 cancels. Are you okay? Are you okay, students? Fine. Rho is common throughout. It can be cancelled out. What we are left out with? Half V1 square plus GH is equal to half V2 square. Are you okay? Equation of continuity. From the equation of continuity here. काय इक्वेशन होतं ते? A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. From the equation of continuity, A1, which is the area of cross section of the tank, V1, which is the velocity of the fluid inside the tank, is equal to A2, which is the area of cross section of the orifice. orifice V2 the velocity of the fluid which comes out. मला सांगा what will be V1 here? It will be A2 V2 upon A1. हाँ, A2 V2 upon A1 घालूया. What will happen? Therefore half A2 V2 upon A1 square plus GH is equal to half V2 square. Are you okay? But therefore what do we get here? We can take it like this, half A2 upon A1 square V2 minus, तुम्हाला ही स्टेप करते का बघा हा, into V2 square is equal to what? Multiply by is equal to what? Is definitely equal to half. हे बघा A2 is equal to minus V2 square, or we put it like this. हे असं आलं. हाँ, what do we get here? आता एक मल्टिप्लाय करून घेऊया. A2 V2 the whole square upon A1 square plus 2GH is equal to V2 square. Therefore 2GH is equal to V2 square common, 1 minus A2 upon A1 square. Okay? Or therefore what do we get here? A2 upon A1 the whole square. Students एक point सांगते हैं. Now if you compare A2 with A1, it's negligible. So this term vanishes here. What do we get here? 2GH is equal to V2 square. Why? Because A2 is much lesser than A1 and hence it can be negligible. This term can be treated as anything of small quantity. जो 0.1 आला तर त्याचं स्क्वेअर केल्यानंतर आणि लहान होणार. आणि 0.01 आला तर if you take the square of it, it will be 10 raised to minus 4 and all that. म्हणून V2 square. You can neglect this term here. Therefore, what do we get here? V2 is equal to under root 2GH. सांगायचं काय? Torricelli said that the speed of efflux through an orifice is equal to the speed of a freely falling body under gravity. हाँ, जशी body whatever is the fall of the body under the gravitational pull, त्याला free fall म्हणतात. Similarly, the flow of efflux through an orifice is equal to the speed of a freely falling body. Ends the job. ठीक है? I'll revise it again. We'll continue. Students, this is a tank which is open to air, filled with a fluid of density rho to a height h. This is a small little opening which is called as orifice of cross-sectional area A2. Let V1 be the speed of the efflux inside the tank and V2 with the speed outside the tank. Students, तुम्हाला एक point सांगते. As the particles get overcrowded here, overcrowded at the orifice, the speed is very high. Though the speed is very high, the pressure is less. As per the Bernoulli's principle, pressure is less there. That's it. Okay? Use the Bernoulli's principle. Half P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH1 is equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho GH2. P0 का घातला टीचर ने because both efflux and orifice are exposed to air. Rho V1 square velocity inside the tank, V2 square velocity of the fluid which comes out of the orifice. H is concerned only for the tank, nothing with that. So half V1 square, rho common काढला students, half V1 square plus GH is equal to half V2 square. Okay, use this logic, equation of continuity, we get V1 and hence we can calculate V2. How? इथं substitute करा. A2 V2 upon A1 घालायचं, A2 V2 square upon A1 the whole square, multiply throughout by 2, हाँ, shifted there. A2 upon A1 quantity is negligible as A2 is much less than A1 and we get V2 is equal to under root 2GH which is the speed of a freely falling body. म्हणजे सांगायचं एकच, speed of efflux through an orifice is equal to the speed of a freely falling body. That's it. ठीक है? We'll go to the next part, students. बघत जा. Second application, Venturi tube. ते ह्याच्यावरची easy आहे. Second application, Venturi tube. Okay, Venturi tube. Concentrate. See how the tube is. This is the broad end with area of cross section A1. What is a Venturi tube? It is a tube which is used to calculate the speed of flow of a fluid. Okay, speed calculate करण्यासाठी. This is the broad end of area of cross section A1 with V1 as the speed. This is the constricted end with area of cross section A2, speed V2. कळतं? This is the height here, height of the liquid level. That's it. This is another application of Bernoulli. What is the Bernoulli's application? P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho GH is equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus H1 rho G H2. Students, तुम्हाला H1 and H2 घ्यायची गरज नाही because we are not considering the height here. So this is not required. What is Venturi tube? It is used to calculate the speed of a fluid inside a tube. Broad end, constriction end. Broad end is of area of cross section V1 with area of cross section A1. Constricted end is of area of cross section A2. V1 with the speed at the broad end, V2 with the speed at the narrower end, which is faster because more congested the end, the particles are forcefully applied upon by more force, but the pressure is less. As per the Bernoulli's principle, at the constricted end the pressure is less, at the broad end the pressure is at the constricted end the pressure is more, at the broad end the pressure is less. Sanga bola, what do we get here? P1 minus P2 is equal to half rho V2 square minus V1 square. करते हैं V2 square minus V1 square. Now pressure difference is equal to rho GH. Pressure of the fluid column, that is rho GH here, is equal to what? Half rho V2 square minus V1 square. करते हैं? Are you okay? Rho cancels, 2 multiply 2GH is equal to V2 square minus V1 square. Now you can calculate either V2 or we can calculate V1. How? By using the equation of continuity. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2 घ्यायचा. V2 substitute केला तर तुम्हाला V2 ची व्हॅल्यू मिळणार. V1 substitute केला तर V1 ची व्हॅल्यू मिळणार. That is how you calculate the speed of flow of a fluid through a tube. Okay? So what is Venturimeter? It is a tube made of this broad end, constricted end, broad end of area of cross section A1, constricted end of area of cross section A2, V1 and V2 with the speeds, Bernoulli principle. pressure difference is equal to height of the liquid level inside the tube. That is the thing here. हे तुम्हाला मी ऑलरेडी शिकवलंय. P1 minus P2 is equal to rho GH is equal to half rho V2 square minus V1 square. Any of the velocities can be calculated. You can calculate V2, you can calculate V1 also. ठीक है? Now, third application, aerodynamic lift. Students, हे बघा. This is the wing of the aeroplane. This is the streamline flow of air. कळतंय? कळतंय students? The shape of the wing of the aeroplane is called as aerodynamic shape. The shape of the wing is such that when it is propagated in air, the streamlines म्हणजे regular flow of air. The streamlines are parallel to each other at the bottom of the wing and wingच्या खाली एरोप्लेनची जी विंग असते त्याच्या खाली त्याला aerodynamic wings म्हणतात. The streamlines are smooth at the lower end, whereas the streamlines are crowded over the upper end of the wing. Since the streamlines are overcrowded, the speed of the streamline, the speed of the air at the upper layer of the wingच्या upper layer, the speed of the streamlines is very high. Speed is high, more the speed, lesser is the pressure as per the Bernoulli principle. So, the pressure on this upper part of the wing is lesser. Pressure on the upper part of the wing is lesser means pressure at the bottom part of the wing is more. This pressure becomes greater. The pressure creates a kind of lift. It is very high. It creates a lift on the wings. Downward pressure is higher. It creates a lift which is called as aerodynamic lift, and the wings are lifted. Sometimes that aerodynamic lift becomes greater than the weight of the aeroplane, and that is how the aeroplane takes a takeoff. I'll repeat. The wings of the aeroplane are called, they have a typical shape which is called as aerodynamic shape. When the wings are propelled through air, they cause the streamlines to get overcrowded on the upper surface of the wings than the lower surface. Since the streamlines are overcrowded on the upper surface, the speed of air or the streamlines is very high on the upper surface. Speed जेवढी जास्त तेवढा pressure कमी. Pressure on the upper surface of the wings is less, hence the pressure at the lower surface of the wings is very high. This pressure provides a kind of lift on the wings. That lift is called as aerodynamic lift. That aerodynamic lift is that whatever is the force provided by the pressure, downward pressure, is sometimes, or we'll put it like this, when it becomes greater than the weight of the aeroplane, when this aerodynamic lift becomes greater than the weight of the aeroplane, then the aeroplane can take a takeoff. That's it. Clear, students? This is one thing here. Tomorrow we'll continue with current electricity. Small little things are remaining. Very tiny. I can finish them within 5 to 10 minutes. We'll begin with current electricity tomorrow. Okay? Bye for today.